Today we have got this quote. Silence is the language of God, everything else is a bad translation. Rumi. But first, let me question and express my concept about God. What can you cognize about God's meaning? Well, I am not any entitled priest or theologist, but beyond it, I'm just nothing but an existential being living my existence who is attempting to comment lightly and with respect to anybody else's beliefs on this topic. General world sacred religious scriptures should be scientifically, consciously understood and explained to the seekers. With this I mean to clarify that I think there is a path to explain through tangible proofs those scriptures. In my understanding, some people have come to believe that God, Alladumer, Dios, Dieu, Allah, or Hindu Trimurti, is some benevolent entity, but the reality is that meaningfully those are only the supreme consciousness of the existence. When you recall benevolent beings, you can address to those more conscious evolved beings named as devas, suras, angels, and archangels. But God is beyond general understandings of benevolence. When you have certain remembrance of Krishna, Christ is selflessly giving themselves for everyone's actions and mishandled actions, I could say it was a wrong approach. The depth behind it, it's that they were not just selfless beings, they were soulful beings, wholesome and full of love for themselves that they were able to share that love with others in oneness too. They already knew that after all, it was not gonna be a big issue, because they knew there was life beyond what you could imagine. Those beings in oneness don't die, they remain alive somehow. But the others aspects of God involve the negative spectrum as well. Love is a height conscious vibration, eternal state of existing. The meaning behind saying, sons of God. It's just about humans who attain the ultimate evolution and energetic expression possible on Earth. The attainment of buddhi. Selflessly negation and denial of your own existence will only lead you to the realization and acceptance of yourself and the expansion of the evolution in harmony with the own cosmic reflection macrocosmos outside. Do as you feel to do. Let us love others as we love ourselves. God is one in oneness. Certainly if you do pay little attention to your awareness and inner and outer environment you would notice that in real truthful reality God, existence, is as silently perpetually loud as possible as you could ever imagine. Give yourself the chance to see and experience this anytime. You would be astonished. By this exact moment there are thousands and millions speaking, singing, moaning, laughing, playing, nature sings, hurricanes scream, heart beat, thunderstorms yell, the sea waves, the birds sing, the river flows, the dogs bark, etc. The existence is as silently loud you cannot even grasp it all at once, and dear. All of that is God's creation, being alive and existing as loud and beautiful as anybody can appreciate it. Could you even imagine the type of sounds that exist out of extraterrestrial space? Can you even hear the sound of people badmouthing around? Even if I stayed silent I would scream it all as silently loud it can be, the only difference is those who are ready to listen and cognize. Let me say this dear Rumi. Existence is loud and silent as space. Can you even hear the sound of people badmouthing around? Even if I stayed silent I would scream it all as silently loud it can be, the only difference is those who are ready to listen and cognize. Let me say this dear Rumi. Existence is loud and silent as God is loud as well as silent. Om Purnamada Purnamidam. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnatpurnamudasiyat. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamvavasasyat. Om Santi Santi Santi.